What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Stellar Lumens XLM today for Mr. Ryan Lip and anybody else who's interested. Ryan, you brought it up. You're talking about it, said you need some help with it. You didn't necessarily request it. I don't know what you mean by you need help with it. I don't know if you meant that you want me to do an analysis on it, but here we are. So this is at your inspiration, my friend. XLM has been around for quite some time, you guys. 2014. I think it's even been around longer than that, but on Coinbase, I think this is enough historical data to go off of along with the volume readings. We can go XLM USDT. I think, no, that doesn't have nearly as much. Okay, so we're going to use this. All in all, with this, let's see here. Where do I want to start? Maybe we can start on the weekly and look at, I don't know, let's go back out to the monthly. Let's paint a picture here, right? From low to high, from the last cycle's low to the last cycle's high, you came down and you found support in the 61869 area, right in the sweet spot. Perfect area to find support. And you came up, you actually found a little bit of resistance at this 382, and you've come back down now, potentially finding support on your 618 area, somewhere around 9.64 cents. Maybe you go a little bit lower. That wouldn't be too crazy. Maybe you do go a little bit lower. I know you're sitting at 11.1 cents right now, but coming down to about 9.64 cents would be okay. Finding support on that line would be totally fine. You don't have to. You definitely don't have to. I wonder, from this low to this high, would you look at that? Yeah, your 6.9 line, you can't even see it, right? This first white line here is the 618. This 6.9, which is at the bottom of your zone, is actually the 618 of this. It wouldn't surprise me if you did actually come down just a little bit lower to find support. With that being said, you are holding the 618 of this overall right now, this like smaller one, but the bigger one, the overall one, the 618 is right where this smaller one's 6.9 would be. And I can delete this here, and you won't see it, right? If I delete this, you still see that 6.9 there, or that 618 there, but now if I delete this, right, that line's still there. It's right where the 6.9 is, so they literally overlap each other. It would totally make sense to go down there, but you don't have to. Finding a bounce just above the 618 on an overall fib like this, that's also a bullish thing. So you don't have to go down, I suppose. Looking at the weekly RSI, oh man, weekly RSI looks really nice. Very, very nice, gotta say. It looks like you're holding this kind of trend right here. You also have the same thing going on to the upside, and maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe I've got it drawn wrong, but I don't know. However, you can see what I'm going for. It looks like this going upwards, right, on both sides. So this would make sense to bounce in this area. If you get above the 50, I would say that the idea of taking the price lower to that 6.9 goes out the window. And again, this would look nice because it would get that overall 618, it would bounce there, but you're holding this more relative 618. It is a previous area that you found support on before, over here, right? You found support in this area, so I think this suffices for a low. You don't have to go lower. It's more of just like a self-fulfilling prophecy that I like to see whenever you actually you get this close to your 618. I would like to see you hit it, but you don't have to. It's not like the first time you came. I mean, literally, you found support in this area before, but then you came down. But whatever. Looking at the daily, let's move on to the daily RSI, because the weekly RSI looks really good. The daily's looking pretty good too, not gonna lie. Kind of weird looking, kind of neutral, but with a bullish tilt. You have this like double bottom overall, or like you've found a low in an area that you found lows before in your RSI, very common area, before going up into the overbought zone. So I do think immediately you probably will see some continuation upwards. How much higher will you go? I don't know. You are at a relative area of support / resistance right here. So breaking through that, I would think, yeah, something, let's just see. You had your like next area of resistance. If this is your current area of resistance, your next area is up there at like 12.8. Maybe you've got some up here, right? I don't know, something like that, relatively speaking. And then let's throw some fibs on and see if that lines up with anything. So from top, nope, that's not the top. That was not it. close, but not it. All right, so from your top to bottom, your 382 does line up with this very like next area, right? If we're at this area of resistance right now, the next area is here. Your 382 is a little bit above that, so it would make sense to go there. Look at that, your 618 at this other area as well. So both of those would make sense. I would say that you probably are. You're at 11.1 cents now. I bet you make a run up to 13 cents soon, if not higher. We'll keep it at 13 cents for now. To see if you do go lower, which is totally fine. You know, you can do that for sure. Maybe you go here, it's an overall lower high, and then you come back down, you form a higher low, and then you start going. Maybe you go down and form a lower low. But for now, with this weekly, man, with the way that this weekly RSI looks, I think you look good. With the way the daily RSI looks, you're in a position of strength for sure. Coming out of this low with kind of a weird looking bottom, but on a 4 hour, maybe it's a little less weird. You know, this kind of looks like a nice little bottom, to be honest. Volume's increasing as you're coming out of it. Yeah, man, you're on your purple line like this, looking good. Like area of resistance on this purple line once, twice, 3 times, back over here even. Finding support on it now, like double tapped it. I think you go higher. I really do. And again, the next area I would say you probably go to is around 13 cents. You totally could make a run right now up to about 15 cents though too. So XLM getting ready to do things, bullish things probably right now. That's really all I have to say. And then we can talk about it from there. Overall, guys, I think that XLM is going to perform very well in the coming bull market. I think that it does deserve and will achieve new all-time highs, spectacular new all-time highs. I think that it's one of the few coins in like the top. What is it? Is it like a top 30, top 20? XLM, top 30. It's one of the few coins in the top 30 that I think could do a 100x. And yes, that would be a very high market cap, $300 billion. But if there's a coin that would deserve it, it's a coin that's been around since 2014. Hasn't had lower lows at all, right? It had a double top, but like the next time you come up here, I would think you break. And if you do break out of that, that would make this whole kind of area like a big accumulation phase for the next move up, which, you know, you've been hanging out roughly, right, for this long in a multi-billion-dollar market cap. I think you're deserving of maintaining multi-tens, maybe even hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap. You know, if there was a coin in the top 30 to deserve it, XLM is definitely one of them, man. It's stood the test of time. It's been around, it's trusted, and it's continuously developing, and it's remained relevant. Everybody knows XLM. You don't have to like it. You don't have to have ever bought it, but everybody has heard about stellar lumens, right? They get their name out there. They've definitely remained relevant. So I definitely think they will achieve new all-time highs, or it will achieve new all-time highs. And where it goes from there might not be the easiest thing to guess, but if we put some fibs on from top to bottom, maybe around 250. Maybe even up to $8. Is that possible? You know, let's just see. Well, I said 100x is possible, so I would actually stand to say that prices above $10 is even possible. So, yeah, and I mean, it could go higher than that. It could do a 200x if it wanted. That'd be crazy. I don't expect that, but I would say, you know, look to this expected zone, probably somewhere between about 245 and 846, somewhere in there, give or take a few cents or so. But that's all I got for you guys. Probably up for now. We'll keep our eye on this thing and just see, you know, how it does day to day. I probably won't like talk about it day to day, but I'll definitely keep my eye on it in case anything exciting happens. Something that would be very exciting and suggest that we go above this high before, you know, like before long, would be getting above this 618 here, which is all the way up at 15 cents. Remember, it's that second area of resistance. So if we go up here, find resistance there, turn around, that's okay. If we go up here, find resistance there, that's okay. But if we break through there, then it's on. It's on to like new highs from here, which would probably take us to 23 to 30 cents, something like that, in a very short amount of time. Will we achieve prices up here in this little fib area before the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not, you know. But I would definitely think that we will be above 15 cents by the end of the year. That's definitely I think that's an easy expectation. So line to watch, this 618. You want to draw it yourself, take the top to the bottom, but if you want to just go off of what I'm saying, 15.222 cents. And none of this is financial advice, it's just my opinion, but I would think, you know, obviously with that you would have a higher high, right? You'd break this lower high scheme that you've got going on, maybe come down, form a higher low, and then from there you can continue to build, something like that. But if you break this, that's going to be very bullish. That's going to be bullish for more or less immediate continuation above this high here. So if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you guys for coming. Take care. Bye-bye.